Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na Thursday, number 13 day for this month of June 2024. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Lukong. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast. A program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we waka for this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Our good people at home and abroad, our refugees, political prisoners, I bring una all revolutionary greetings. We will start today for Denmark, where the Ambazonian today they publish for social media an event where they entitle them Cameroonians in Denmark celebrating their tradition. Our population once again for the diaspora they don't come out with their regalia, our traditional dresses for celebrate big festival. Now one of the indication then this for the consequences for this war and the dire consequences we would predict them. Our tradition it don't move from ground zero, no be for Douala again or for Yaoundé, but for diaspora. Increasingly, we see traditional festival them where they be celebrate them back home. Development unions them where they be gather back home for celebrate culture, for plan for develop our villages. Then now increasingly they don't transfer for the diaspora. Our home is becoming desolate. This movement it will only consolidate if we allow this war make it go on endlessly. Eventually, our chief palaces they will be removed from ground zero and transfer for diaspora. They will start install chief them for diaspora eventually if we not take care. This one a worrying trend. We will monitor them and we need to let our people them know. We no fit leave the war make it go so as we don't talk just like the Rohingya Muslim them for Myanmar. If we allow the Cameroon government to dictate the end of this war, may we enter into a total loss scenario. They will drive we off our land either by sense or by cunning or using only the hardline groups them for attack our villages them, create insecurity, a cycle of endless violence where our whole population go end up abandoning our land. The diaspora they don't begin to think for remain for diaspora permanently. Ambazonians they don't begin allow themselves to be buried far away from their ancestral land. Even Banso people them where they die today for Douala and for Yaoundé, they don't start buy graveyard them for a foreign land. This one our people they need to know. These are some of the unintended consequences we will intend for stop them. Find a solution where it will be just, it will be fair for our people them, so that they feel move along with their life, we feel restore back peace, development, and dignity of our people in our homeland, where it will be autonomous, managing ourselves, our own resources, and taking charge of security. That is why the People's Right Advocative Platform will spend sleepless night for make sure we will fight for a solution, we will fight for a peace, where it will help our people them to rebuild their life, rebuild their security, their dignity as we move forward. Another thing where it happen for La Republique, na say Ferdinand Gongo, idam refresh the discussion for foreign company them, made them rehabilitate Sonera, the refinery way will be done carry out sabotage operation for crippling. The person will na be the general secretary for the presidency of La Republique, will yes na work out probably a signature. Now the faction this way they no one made the war end. Now they dominate the Cameroon politics and it look like eventually now they go take power over Pobia, whoever they go choose and make it lead their faction. They are engaged with a Portuguese company where they call them Simon Tobo for come back for can rehabilitate the Sonera refinery. We know say that the Sonera destruction if it don't really bring Cameroon for ground. That way the Russian they become for they for come try what they feel rehabilitate and will be right so many later them for protest. The Russian then go back. The British government them then also come for they will protest them, will contact their parliamentarian them then all then reject and make the British government no help Cameroon because say they want me Cameroon get pressure for end this war. Today they talk with their Portuguese, this Portuguese company they don't make a publication Say they don't send a team for Cameroon, they can't look and then they in talks. All this one a worrying sign. Eventually, the Cameroon government will succeed for restart the Sonera refinery, and one of the main things then that way they hold our territory. So if the more they get stability, the more they gain back the things that they be done lost and because of this war. Now the more difficult it will be for we for advance any solution where it will help our people them, and our people they need to know when all these things them they happen. Today, even the so-called people they call themselves say leader organization, they don't focus not only for begin blackmail those who they no like them or those who they feel say then be in front of them. Instead for us, for collectively they fight the enemy for place where it matter the most, or they don't go silence. The few one the way they fit talk on behalf of Ambazonia, the hardliner then they don't intimidate them, bully them into silence. Sikot Johnson where we come back rebirth the activism, they don't already call it a be traitor. Egg of see they don't already call it a be traitor. He too don't carry head, go hide them. Now say they don't silent Ambazonia into oblivion. But we must stand up and speak. Bad things happen to a population when good people, they stay quiet. We are determined to carry the mantle and lead our people, lead this struggle to the right destination that is going to bring fruit for our people. Fellow Ambazonians, I go on for take time also today for rectify something we wouldn't see on for social media. Because the biggest problem we'll get them na confusion where our population get them. They don't know our history. They don't be taught about things the way they be half-baked. They wouldn't deceive ourselves. Now, one thing for put out a propaganda for hype people. Now, another thing for you for deceive yourself. So, would that make a majority of people where they be landed, they don't leave this struggle. Either because they don't bully them, or because not just some people where they know the reason. They don't get no sense of logic, no ability for be logical. Now they don't take up over this struggle. It don't like now. I think for illiterate them. Today I go want for address something will be very important because in our international engagement, especially with the few African countries that would meet up, then raise up our own propaganda where they make them people they need the respect we. It make them later the way Ambazonia the writer no man they even reply and back. The one a case for this boy where they call himself say UN. They call na Ucheba Anchodo Nelson. Now one of those delusional ish people them for this struggle way. At one time they call General Efang na Ibn B. Another time they go talk say na patriot. They don't know which way they do them. Now just confusion is them. For a post for social media where he highlight some of this mistake them way wouldn't they make them for this struggle because our people them they don't always treat our population like fool them. I will address them today. For a post we make them for Facebook, it talks say, I will read them as he write them. Bakassi War. If the ICJ, that means the International Court, resolve it by asking Nigeria and Cameroon to respect their boundaries at independence, how is Southern Cameroon wrong by asking La République du Cameroon to retreat to her boundaries at independence in June 1960? So the one na some of the mistake them we wouldn't make them. I go read the publication we wouldn't put them out there for help our people them for understand this misconception and what to be wrong with this statement. I go read the one as wouldn't put them for social media. Clearing misconceptions surrounding the Bakassi Peninsula. The Bakassi Peninsula dispute will be then a war between the Cameroon government and the Nigerian government, where they be fight that war for in the early 90s them. The Cameroon government, if they decide for take the case for court, for sue Nigeria, the Nigerian government and the Cameroon government, they be signed agreements say they must respect the court decision them for Bakassi case. For that case, the Cameroon government win the court case. Maurice Kamto with some of our own elites them, they be part of the team the way they be go fight that case for international court. The international court grants Cameroon the sovereignty over Bakassi, but somehow some of our activists and our own people, then they can't deceive our population. Say the international court talks say make Nigeria and Cameroon then withdraw from Bakassi, allow Bakassi say Bakassi na Southern Cameroon territory. Now some of the misconception in that way would mislead our people them. It not be wrong for do propaganda, but we not believe they teach propaganda like na the reality. For 2006, the Green Tree Agreement will be signed by the Cameroon government and the Nigerian government. The Green Tree government was written by pen by Kofi Annan, it be signed this historic accord. For this agreement, both country them, they agree on modality and a time frame for implementing the court judgment for ICJ where they be passed that court judgment for 2002. The court judgment, it be talk say, make then transfer the sovereignty of the Bakassi Peninsula from Nigeria to Cameroon. Make Nigeria their police, their army, then withdraw from the area then way the international court in hand for them. Where they be done occupy them, me then return that part for Cameroon, saying that the sovereign territory for Cameroon. Despite the decision, it be very clear. Some of our people them then decide for can't tell our population say the international court it talk na say Nigeria and Cameroon then withdraw back to their boundaries as they begin their independence. Say Cameroon they begin independent for 1st of January 1960, and their territory no be include Ambazonia. Then the talks Ambazonia begin their independence now for 1st of October 1961, and say our territory no be involved Cameroon. That one it be far from the truth, and I go explain and make una know the truth, because for know the truth, not only if he safe we, not only if he put our position in a way where we see things them clearly and know how to make decision. The court ruling, if you go look the court documents, except for the international court, it will be unambiguous. The court judgment, it talks about the hand sovereignty over the Bakassi Peninsula to Cameroon, and the instrument where they be use them for make the determination, it will be in the Anglo-German agreement for 1913 March, where it will demarcate the border between the territory that time where it will be in German Cameroon from the river Akkorom, dividing the mangrove island near Ikang in accordance to the map TSGS 2240, extending to a line connecting Bakassi Point and King Point at the read for the document for court. So the court it goes side in a treaty where the English government be signing with the German government for sure saying that line where the boundary they say Bakassi then for inside Cameroon their side. In light of this judgment, the Nigerian government was instructed by the court to promptly and unconditionally withdraw its administration, its military or police forces from the area falling within the Cameroonian sovereignty in the Bakassi Peninsula. I read that for the court document. So we need to understand, say, when we come with a lie, they do propaganda, wait till it happen and say, the Cameroon government, it take our own propaganda, they show them for country the way they approach them, say me they solve the problem. They could say, when I look at these people, they are deceiving their own population. What they are saying to their own people are not true. It is an uprising based on lies, and it will die a natural death. So when would they lie publicly? Would the feel say, would they talk just for ourselves? No, the Cameroon, they use them for eternal report within their state, visit them for sabotage and make people that they look like fool. It erode such lies, they erode international confidence and third-party respect for the Ambazonian cause, and we must stop this lie. How we go do talk say Cameroon go sue Nigeria win case? Then we talk say it means say they don't talk say make Cameroon withdraw for Nigeria, where the document then be very clear for our eye. The problem we get them now say people they talk say the boundary for Cameroon include the boundary for Ambazonia. Under international law, the whole world recognize Cameroon as one, as a country where it include the former French Cameroon and the former Southern Cameroon. Because the United Nations document where it approve our independence, it talks say our independence go start for 1st of October 1961. According to the text of United Nations Resolution 1608, when be the text we authorize, approve our independence, it talks say for that day, 1st of October 1961, the Southern Cameroon will attain independence by joining. That joining means that day, the two Cameroon, they will become one. So our border on independence includes French Cameroon, their territory. Any man way, no logic or get ability for think way the right and for text. Texts do not have interpretation. Texts are self-explanatory. When they talk say you gain independence by joining, that is a conditional independence. independence by joining. That means there is no independence without joining. There is no joining without independence. The two are one and the same thing. So the border for Cameroon, as it attained its independence, is recognized from that 1st of October, because the Cameroon we will know today now a new country. It no be that exists before the 1st of October 1961. The French Cameroon, Tanwe Jongu Fonchari address them, and for all their diplomatic letter, they refer them now the former French Cameroon. They refer to we, the Southern Cameroon, as the former British Southern Cameroon. Even when we go negotiate for Canada, the word way they be write them for the agreement, it be refer to our territories as the people of the former Southern Cameroon, the former British Southern Cameroon, because that Southern Cameroon it don't pass. That French Cameroon it don't pass. Now why that way French Cameroon they need to celebrate their independence for 1st of January, because that country it need to exist again. The two country them they call a succession of state. The two countries they be joined for form one country, the Republic of Cameroon. We will call them La République du Cameroun. Make will not be foolish for not be able to separate things just because it sound complex. The Republic of Cameroon and La République du Cameroun now one and the same name. It no mean say La République du Cameroun na French Cameroon way be the exist before. No, that country it be done joined with Southern Cameroon for form one country. The official name, the legal name where they know for our territory, now West Cameroon, now our people then they call we na people for West Cameroon. The French Cameroon side, the people them for East Cameroon. Now say they legally. These two they then become one. So if we talk say Cameroon is border on independence, the border where the international community recognize them, now the border of the Cameroon will include we and the Francophone their side. Me some man can begin to deceive we with things the way be logical. Now so they make and they isolate this struggle from people the way they don't go for school, or for people the way they be logical way they fit think. Make una remember say they be take we for capacity building. They send we for Cambodia. Say we go learn one thing. Then take we go down for museum of genocide. Make we go see they hurt them and burn them for their own people the way, then kill them, then destroy them. Cambodia, their own Kamba boys. We will call them today say Amber boys, where they be say they want free Cambodia. Now it be led by some man where they call it say Pol Pot. Pol Pot where he come up for France. If he go study BB, he get PhD, he come back, come from their own Ambazonia boys. Say they want for fight for free Cambodia. They end up for key all man where they don't go for school. Key all teacher them. Because say they talk say they argue with them. They are not following this is how the law make on the ground. Then commit genocide, kill millions of their own people with an ideology where not be logical. For teach we Ambazonia and they say there is a danger with us blindly following hardcore people where they call themselves say nationalists. They are a danger to our identity. They are a danger to our people even succeeding. Ayabacho is the Pol Pot of Ambazonia. If we are not careful, they will kill everybody. They have been burning villages. Today, when they see our population, they take video for them. How they take video for village, for window. How they so that they can execute bike people them. When the struggle be start, our population be being known for hide for window them, take video for Cameroon, their atrocity them. Because we no be there for prove them. Today, we see that they do them for Ayabacho, ADF. So make una be very logical. We need to stop for the absorb rubbish and garbage. We need to know the truth. The truth no mean that so we don't abandon our struggle. We'll get the right of self-determination. But when you base your case now on a lie, you don't already lost case. For we for talk say we and Cameroon no be one. Now lie, we are one already. But we want to separate because we don't feel belonging. They are discriminating against us. That is just the truth. We have the right to say that. But those who want us to say it on a lie, based on their own fabrication of reality, they make us they erode any trust the international community can have for us. They make any educated person isolated from the struggle, and we leave it in the hands of radical, untrained minds who have become a pain in the ass of our people. And we must stop this by speaking the truth and making sure that we build our Ambazonia on a solid soil, on a solid ground that can withstand any storm. So we make this correction, no be because we want to undermine our case, now say we want to strengthen our case. So this idea say La République du Cameroun is a separate country from Southern Cameroon is not true. It's not the reality. And they'll talk to the evidence now say that na two map then for UN. How you go do talking a two map when the whole world recognize Cameroon as one? There is always one map. The problem na say the negotiation will be happen for Fumban, where it be being on how to live together. When I remember, the Fumban Constitutional Conference was not about the union, because the union have already been approved and authorized and legalized that it was supposed to start on the 1st of October. And that document for the United Nations, it make and clear say on that Fumban conference, the two sides they need to come together for discuss on how to live together. That discussion was adjourned. It was never conclusive, but the union was conclusive. So the negotiation for Fumban supposed to continue. They be talking, they go continue the talk. They never ever continue them. They don't continue for they begin to make law the way they ignore we the minority them. So this is a reality that we face, and our people must know the reality. Paul Biya become say he want to do the tripartite discussion for conclude the Fumban conference, but they no be ever do them because then see say it go give Ambazonia and them, we Anglophone them, more rights, and our people were not educated, our people were not trained by our leaders. Instead, our leaders, they treat the people like they don't even deserve any accountability. They come to just say any rubbish and lie, and we just follow propaganda without questioning what is really going on. Today, our people feel lost, and we have people who don't have any logical thinking, any ability to have any standard. They speak out rubbish and only help to consolidate a mindset that cannot lead us forward. So we must make our case based on legally sound foundation and narrative that are based on truth, that are based on solid evidence that cannot erupt our international credibility. So we'll go continue to fight for our right of self-determination. The right of self-determination will still get them even though we'll be united with La Republic. It don't mean I say for talk say we don't unite with La Republic. It mean I say we'll not fight for our freedom. No. We need to be able to do the right thing based on truth. They say when you are right, you are righteous. Righteousness is rightness. Capo Daniel looking out for you, signing off.